What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to another afternoon in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And with only a few hours left to go before we start watching day 2 of the World Championship event, I have a little window here to jump on my computer and record this video, which I still wanted to do. And it's the last one in this series where we tried to play one of every deck from the archetypes present at the World Champs. We already played Yellow Hat's Grixis Epiphany. We've already played Paulo Vitor Damodar Rosa's Mono Green. We've already played, I think it was Yoshihiko Ikawa's Mono White. We played Jean-Emmanuel Dupraz Team of Treasures. We've played Noriyuki Mori's Azorius Tempo. The last one left is a Izzet list, and I'd actually picked Stráský's one before even starting watching Worlds yesterday, and now, in retrospect, I think I made the right choice, because he's the only guy who's currently undefeated in the tournament with 5-0 using this list. And I think the reason why I picked it over some of the other Epiphany lists is that it's got 3 copies of Burn Down the House and 4 copies of Unexpected Windfall and 2 copies of Field of Ruin. And he's going the full 4 of Galvanic instead of 2 and 4 Expressive. So and he's running Tested Talents, and he's got 2 in the main and 1 in the side. So the mirror feels much better, and it's got, I feel, better answers towards aggro with the Shatterskull Smashing, Demon Bolt, Burn Down the House. I really preferred his when I saw it, and he's got a nice little sideboard here against Mono Green. A few lesson cards for the Divide by Zero. It's not the same as the other Izzet Turns list or the other Izzet Epiphany list. It's his own, and I liked it a lot. And I'd already selected this one to play on the stream before I even watched him play at the event. And now I feel like a little bit prophetic, considering his is the one that's performing the best. Of course, on top of some luck and his incredible ability as a player of this game. He says it's not even usually the type of deck that he's into, but it's a testament to how good he is and how good the deck is that he's put up the numbers that he has at this point in the tournament. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble as usual. Let's jump into the deck tech quickly. I think there's very little that needs to be said about these cards. This deck has been dominating best of 1 and best of 3, some version of this deck, either with or without Goldspan Dragons, few changes here and there, but the real core is Expressive Iteration, Galvanic Iteration, Alrund's Epiphany, and Hall of the Storm Giants. I think those are the cards that, no matter which variant of this deck you're going to see, those cards at least will always be in there. And then it's, a little bit more Spikefield, a little less Spikefield. Some people are running 2 Jwaris. Some people are running the command, the Prismari command, which he is not running, which I found pretty interesting, against the Seeker's Chariot. But I guess you can just burn down all the 2 true tokens and not let the Chariot be crewed at all in the first place. So some interesting choices, and I really, I've been loving it, even though I hate the whole idea, and this Alrund's Epiphany is just a load of rubbish, and I cannot wait for it to get banned, which I'm certain at this point it will. Still, it's really good, of course. And he's got 3 Smoldering Eggs in the sideboard, 2 Goldspan Dragons, so it goes from a purely Izzet Epiphany spells deck. It can quickly shift during sideboard, and you bring in the Hermits, the Eggs, the Goldspans. Suddenly there's a lot more creatures. The deck can change quite dramatically post-board. Let's take it on to the best of 3 ladder, as I have been doing with these decks, and we can see who we end up against. I'm hoping to, as usual, for the purposes of the series, to end up playing against the other type of decks from the tournament. Even a mirror might be interesting to see. Also, I would love to try playing Mono Green and Mono White with the deck on the best of 3 ladder and see how my sideboard options go, especially against Mono Green with Burning Hands. Let's go check it out, and then post gameplay footage, we'll come back and discuss a little bit, and then wrap up with my final thoughts And I think there's a very good chance that a deck that looks something like this will be the one to take the crown this year at the World Champs. Don't forget to tune in again later tonight. We'll be streaming the rest of day 2 on the channel. Come and join the watch party. It was really fun yesterday. I've ironed out a lot of the issues that were a problem in yesterday's stream. Some of the mic audio, internet stability, I've fixed everything, so it should be a much better experience tonight, and I'd love to see you all there. But right, without further ado, let us jump into the games. Now, at this point in my video, those of you who are already subscribers, and for those of you who are new to the channel, hello, welcome to the BrewLab. At this point of the videos, as I'm queuing up for my first game, it's when I like to do a little bit of self-promotion. So if you could be so kind as to consider subscribing to the channel if you have not done so already. We recently broke through and well through the 200 subscriber milestone that I'd set for myself. I've done the giveaway, and some lucky winners went home with some nice cosmetics. I'm going to be setting up another giveaway for the 300 subs. I'm still not sure yet, but that is the next milestone. But yeah, if you could consider subscribing to the channel, it would be really, really awesome. And don't forget to do all the other good YouTube stuff. Like the video, leave some comments down below, and share it to your friends, and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified of future daily uploads. All right. This hand looks pretty damn sweet. Misa likey. Lucky 13 going first. I'm on the draw. Let's see what they're playing. Ooh, is it gonna be the mirror? It could very well be the mirror. Yep, my god. Okay, cool. Unless it's Grixis, it could still be Grixis, but if it's the mirror, that's a good way to start testing this deck list. We're gonna definitely see matchups like this today on the Wizards of the Coast stream on Twitch, so be ready for it. I'm gonna definitely be sideboarding in some more test of talents. Probably the Malevolent Hermit. That feels good, man. You're not gonna do that again for the rest of the game. Sorry, buddy. Terribly sorry. What's in your hand? Oh, he also had the test, but he's running commands. A slightly different build there. He's also got, main deck Goldspan Dragon, Memory Deluge. Yeah, the rest is pretty... Ooh, he's got Heated Debate. Slightly different picks for the deck. Nice. Probably plays one of these MDFCs. Tapped and passes the turn. Alright. Goldspan. Play the Shatterskull. Okay. So that must be Alrund's. I didn't see any sword coming in his deck. Come at me with that test. I dare you. That's gone. In hand. Bottom of library. Exile. Play land. Go. I don't know if we should bring in our own dragons next game. The mirror is interesting. I didn't get to watch a mirror yesterday during the event, so So definitely gonna be like kind of long, intense stare downs with the opponent. I think we could quite happily do something along these lines. Keep the iteration, cycle away the Jwari to the Unexpected Windfall, or keep the Jwari and cycle away the Expressive Iteration to the Unexpected Windfall? That is the question. But here comes the bloody Epiphany. But we're ready for that. He can't cast it, he knows. Nice. Ooh. No, I can't remember. I should have taken note of that when we were looking through the opponent's deck earlier. I don't think he's running Field of Ruin, and this could be like game defining. What I learned from watching Ondřej pilot this thing yesterday is just the level of patience that they have. Not to constantly always be proactive. Sometimes switch gears and be a little bit more, you know, reactive. Save your spells for the perfect moment. Not just because you can cast them, but because when you do cast them, they're being cast at the perfect possible moment. Let's get a blue source. So now do we start Alrundsing or not? That is the question here. Do we wait and see if we can top deck an iteration? I think we need to start Alrundsing, but I'm gonna just risk letting the turn go back to them and drawing some cards with the teachings. Okay. Can still hold up a Jwari, but it's not gonna be enough. So, I mean, this is definitely a risk here. That he'll have enough for a Epiphany and the counterspell to back it up. Okay, now he's just got the mana. Jwari isn't a strong enough counter to go around his Alrunds. Although he must be worried I have another test of talents, which I do. I will let the Goldspan through. Goldspan makes 1 treasure on attack. That counts for 2 mana. He's got 3, 4, 5 mana. So it's not enough to cast Alrunds now. He has to go to the next turn. We, on the other hand... Oof, I don't want him to make another treasure and then be able to cast the Alrund, so he can't target removal the Goldspan now. It would be too risky. That would give him the mana to... potentially Alrunds, so I'll do it on his end step. Take the 4 anyway. Okay. I did not see Sword coming. Okay. Start taking some turns here, if possible. Again, I don't think there's sword coming. We just have to be wary of tested talents. Luckily, our epiphanies are tucked away here in exile. Okay. The double whammy. First match. Boom. Got him. Alright, so I think my plan here is to just bring in an extra tested talents. Two hermits. I wonder if he's going to bring in his own hermits. Something like that. Do we have another hermit available? No. Do we want to bring the egg in? If we do, what are we, bringing it in? No, I don't think we want the egg in this matchup. I think the creatures and the eggs and things are in here for when you're trying to play a bit more creature-based decks. But the mirror, I feel like you want to have all your kind of reactive, interaction type of spells. Some might think, including myself, I thought, should I play this next turn and have 1 mana open to potentially bounce it back to my hand and save it if necessary? But I don't know. I think I'll let him just kind of go with the flow here. Now we're a little bit more safe. We can divide by 0, we can test the talents, we can do all sorts of things. So I'm tempted to divide by 0 if it becomes necessary, rather than one of the other two, so that I can grab my sciences. What's it called there? And then just let the hermit die next turn. Because then we can cast it again in the form of the Geist. And that makes it so that our stuff is uncounterable for the rest of the game. And these are non-creature spells, which is pretty much all we have. So be interesting to see if he goes for it again. When you get the Galvanic Iteration off with an Unexpected Windfall, it's just beautiful. 4 treasures, 4 cards. kind of what I was trying to bait out there. It's got 2 mana left open, however. Could be a Jwari, which is... Okay, we've got the mana to handle the Jwari. And then we can Fading Hope our own Geist. Bring it back to our hand and recast it as a Hermit, if necessary. Which is a cool little play. I have never yet brought back a already disturbed guy and get it back undisturbed, because otherwise they get exiled. But if you bounce it back to your hand now that it's already in its disturbed form, it'll come back into your hand on the front side, and you can recast it undisturbed, which is pretty cool. Case in point. Nice. Also nice. It's crazy. I feel like I got better at playing this just from watching yesterday. It's incredible how valuable it is to watch pros play. Really, like, they play so differently from how I would, that then it forces me to reevaluate and think things through differently. And I get better. I feel myself getting better. Sure. Cannot activate the hole yet to block my spirit. And I can keep my more proactive. So if I cast this for 2, I'll still have enough left to do the Unexpected Windfall, and I think I'll probably cycle away this land that I'm about to get off of the Environmental Sciences to the Windfall. Okay, never mind. Bye-bye Deluge. What? Oh no, man. That was a misclick. Stupid piece of rubbish Logitech thing. Oh. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible, guys. Oh, no, no, no. What a misplay. Holy Moses. Mary and Joseph and all the angels. That is terrible, guys. Oh no. Oh, mate. My old mouse, like my good one, my Logitech G90 or whatever, is like, I poured beer on the keys. And I need to wash it. Huh? This isn't his turn. It's got 3 cards in hand. If we foretell this one and cast the other one, we'll have the same amount of cards in hand. So now I'm gonna go for this play now, in case he has a okay, there we go. Okay, so Tested Talents is still an option here. We have to make sure that that stays an option. Bye-bye. We got him, boys. That was a really, really good match. I'm so happy that that happened as the first match of the day for the channel, and we got to do, you know, what I set out to do. Now, if my prayers were answered, the next match would be mono green, and then we'd get a mono white matchup, just to complete the tourney. But so far, mirror match, convincing victory. I think Stráský's deck was better suited to the mirror than the others. We had the right number of counters and everything. Those 3 tested talents just make me feel safe in the mirror against Alrund's. So many good interaction spells. Screw the dragons. Don't put the eggs in. Alright, match 2. Come on, baby. Let's get 100% win rate for that clickbaity title that we all want to see. Play first. Always. Ooh, that's horrible. Shuffle is fine, guys. Shuffler is woo! On a green, baby! Our prayers were answered. Definitely foretelling a demon bolt there. Zap that pack leader. Or should we save the demon bolt? For the other guy, the troll. We can do a double bolt. I think that'll be the go. Except we do need to get another red source for that to happen. Let's force out. Yeah, I thought he had a snakeskin veil. If it's the Paulo Vitor list, they do have 2 of them more, but they're in the side. The main deck only has 1 copy. Boop, boop, boop. Let's give it. Would have preferred that freaking red source, mate. Okay. No veil. The list that keeps on giving. Okay. I think what we need to do here is I think we've stalled them just enough, but what I would really like is to top deck a burn down the house. And then next game we're going to sideboard in the Burning Hands, and I think it's going to be time to bring in the dragons. Alright, he's going to make the troll now. Ooh. Seeker. This is a problem because we do not have Prismatic Command, so we really need that. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. 6, 7, 8 mana. We need to do the wombo combos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more mana. Or if we top deck something a little bit useless next turn, we can do just to. Oof. Stuff it. Okay. we've got enough to do the double Epiphany, and that might just be enough. But that was a pretty disappointing top deck there. Just a couple extra lands. And another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. Double turns. 4 birdies. Disgusting. 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 Really? Really? Okay. Let's see what happens. At least we've got a pretty good sideboard strat here. Cannot bounce tokens with this thing, huh? It's scary. I think that's gonna be game. We can block with Hall, and then after declaring blockers, we can tap it to cast Divide by 0. I think I did my math right. Oh! There was no way around that one. So, sideboard time. I think this matchup can be actually fine post-board. So, we can quite happily put away, I think, some of these Jwaris and the Spikefield Hazard and maybe one Windfall and maybe one Iteration, and we just bring in, like, you know, boom, 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 3 Burning Hands. We bring in, so we got 1 card left. Test of talents, huh? Test of talents. I think I'm just going to bring in 1 egg. One egg. And no dragon. I want to keep the sweeper in here. Two eggs. All right, let's see how this goes. It's the first time I've played Izzet on best of 3, and I've had to think about this matchup and what I would do in post board. So I hope I got it right by putting Burning Hands in. That felt like what the plan was. Hopefully we top deck lands. Ooh. Lands, baby. I need those lands. Could have done with a different land. No negate, no Prismari command. For all of these non-creature spells, test talents, I feel the the problem. Oof, mono green, huh? No wonder Paolo's second. It still feels really strong. He's got no green mana open though. For a Veil. He's only got colorless mana available. Bye-bye Chariot. Ow. We have to do it. Woohoo! Gnarly, 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 gnarly. Down to the wire. We can take four, many turns next turn. So 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We draw a land. Just get one more land. We're in business. Otherwise, I might just go for the mascot exhibition. Hopefully, we top deck the burn down house. That would be kind of the perfect sweet spot. I'm deciding which of these is the best thing to bounce. Can we even bounce the Faceless Haven? No. I'll bounce whatever he puts the counter onto. Is there a veil? Does he have it this time? No. Take 4. Doesn't feel good. Not one bit. Oh. That's game. That was so stupid. Oh, goodness. Did not stop to think about my mana properly there. That's game. I could have done that defensively and maybe pull something out of the bag. I should have probably just gone with the good game. I should have probably just gone with the exhibition, as I even previously said. Learning from my own mistakes, you know, to when watching them especially, just to play slower, think longer. Don't be scared of being patient and letting the countdown, the timer rope just a little bit while you think things through just a little bit more. There was a way out of that one, and I just completely misplayed it. So mono green though puts the pressure on you. You feel it. You forces misplays. It's I think my prediction is it'll be. I mean, right now by looking at the standings, you wouldn't be able to tell. Ooh, Azorius. Or is it gonna be some kind of a Esper list? Sure. That's gonna be sword coming this time, for sure. Sword coming would be good. Oh goodness, even worse. Nice. This Azorius is, again, I'm blown away that there isn't more of this at the tournament. There goes my whole lesson board. Bye-bye. Total knowledge of what's in my hand. He knows about the Jwaris. It's pretty useless at this point to even try and hold on up for anything. Plus, I mean, Mordenkainen, Teferi, who slows the sunset. Just getting him to pay the additional mana. You can even feel the ruin our all of the Storm Giants. I feel like this list was really well positioned. It's interesting, you know, when you're listening to the interviews from the players. They were like, yeah, we tested everything, and at the end of the day, we thought that this would be the best possible deck for the tournament, blah, 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 blah. Another test? No. Hand. Yep. I knew that was coming. Let's get another blue. I can feel this guy's ready for this matchup. with the tests main board.
And some think time only flows in one.
Ay caramba. Azorius turns. We got good wipes. Can't wait till Alrund's is gone. It's gonna change everything again. For the better, probably. Disgusting. This is another Alrund's.
Give me a moment.
That's gonna be game already. No. He's just gonna counter it. Surely. Can you imagine? He was gonna win with the stadium, which is why I conceded there. Get me out of the way here so we can see the deck better. Okay, so in this case, I think it's time to bring in the Hermits. We probably don't need too many of these. We can go down to 2. More counter magic. Try and get some dragons in their face. They sometimes run Imrith in that list. Could be better. Could also be worse. I don't want to risk it. Cool. We need some fodder for the counter spell war that's about to ensue. Like that. Now we'll get to see whether he has got a negate in his hand as well. These guys run like, you know, that's why I feel the matchup is good. They've got Sword Coming, Negate, and Tested Talents in the same deck. Doomscar, Sword Coming, Alrund's. This list is sickening also. It's like, don't let opponent do nothing, deck. I don't think he's gonna tap out. So that negate is still there. Do we have enough? We don't. That's his Alrunds. He's got me in a corner now. See, now if he... yeah, that's a problem. This Geist. So good. All runes. I can't even counter it. Disgustingly good, the mono. I mean, the Azorius version of this turns deck. I'm shocked. I feel like it would have done really good against mono green and mono white as well, with Doomscar and things. Not a single copy at the event. We're probably dead. Probably another Alruns right there. What have we got that can kill the Geist? Demon Bolt, I got one more copy in the deck. I got Shatterskull Smashing. We could always just bounce it to his hand with the Tested Talents. Well, sorry, with the Fading Hope. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Very nice. And well played by the opponent. Like, polite clap. Yes, yes. Jolly good. Marvelous play, yes. Fantastic. Having a real deep think there, the dude. Woo, 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 woo. Behold the multiverse! Fresh pile of cards. Okay, I've got some removal. At least it'll get rid of his negate. That's my only thinking here. Might as well go full... Right. 6 or more. Okay, that really taps me out, but who cares, really? If he lets it through, then at least we got rid of all the stuff. What? Okay, it's only 2 targets no matter what. I thought if you went higher than 6, you could do more than 1 target. Okay, so then we just go... like that. Problem is, he's just got another Geist. And there's a very high chance that he's top decked another, you know, sword coming or another negate. I didn't count the negates there when we had a look at his deck, but it's a very high probability that he's got another counter in his hand, but and that we cannot then counter that counter with our test because the Geist's in play. And now he's going to bring in a second Geist. Well, the only thing we can do is try. Yeah. Horrible, horrible. And then they're just restocking. Always the right, you know, there he just picked, you know, another negate probably, and he's just sitting there happy. Very, very nice. Incredibly well played by the opponent, and I think it's gonna be problematic. All we can keep doing is just keep trying this. Good game. Unbelievable. He's got 1-0 runes, we're dead.
It's only a matter of time.
Okay. That's 2 sword comings, 1 negates. We've gotten rid of all of his. Yeah, he's got the bloody hermit. So. Uncounterable because of the benevolent guys. So good, man. Maybe, just maybe, a burn down the house could maybe, just maybe save us a little bit. And that's gonna be the game, lads. He'll just pay, and he'll just sack the thing. We go. Masterfully navigated by an incredibly annoying Azorius mage. But, you know, you have to give credit where credit is due. That was really well played. And I think he specifically built that deck to prey on the countless Izzet turns guys up and down the ladder. One of my viewers made a very good comment a few videos back on the Grixis Yellow Hat deck video that he agrees with my analysis that these decks are so fine-tuned for the micro meta that is evolving inside of Worlds, but isn't that good when it comes to playing on the ladder. You'll come across these decks like you know, this Azorius control deck that I have some answers to, but it's not, doesn't feel as good as, you know, when you're in the mirror in game 1. It felt really, really good. So there we go. I mean, that's gonna be it for this video. Just a quick 3 games. We won the first mirror. We got demolished by mono green, although albeit a little bit slower than I managed to stave them off a bit, but didn't quite finish it in the end, unfortunately. The sideboard against mono green did feel pretty good. We used the burning hands effectively on a few of their important targets, but in the end we still got our asses handed to us. So, you know, I think the matchup there is quite even. It just sort of depends who gets the best draw and who's piloting. I think I honestly think PBDDR has a chance to be the first back-to-back world champion in Magic's history, which would be amazing for the story of Magic. And you know, Ondřej Stráský piloting this thing could actually, you know, it can still go anywhere. And we're only, okay, so it's 4 p.m. here in Italy, 2 hours to go until the event. I'm going to go grab some beers, load up my freezer, get ready while this video is uploading. I'm going to get ready for the watch party. So I hope to see you all there. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.